Places for city performances are spaces of juxtaposition or conflict. What architecture does is inform and enrich people's movement inside spaces. The entrance of this byway uses a superimposed action of stages to welcome an unusual experience of quiet space at night. In my method of collection and arrangement to decide an impending and hinting of the past, the floor tiles gives a new direction of existing buildings' grid spaces and transforming in height to make connection with interior rooms. Standing on the byway with restaurants and shop sizes, superimposed arch-like objects lead the direction to the public entrance of a 3-story high hotel lobby. Red gates in different angles give different views in transition points to not only frame events inside building and the road behind, but to also give a sense of activities in the room behind you. Steps in the mirror lead to the place of rest and tea drinking on the upper floor of the gallery. Changing our sight into another direction through the intersection and facing a gallery space where recalling memories of communities. Markets and sugar figures are sold in front of a retail window frame. Daytime invites more activities from community. The scene splits into 3 parts, focusing on the side space of arch and the stair behind the railing. The space of parallel present. When people see the steps, they can see what happened before through the mirror at the same time. Actions can be witnessed and occurs in parallel present. Community as another style to explore. Objects from action inside the city give back more spaces, inviting local people to get together and talk. This is the way leading to the gallery. As part of community beside the commercial byway, the new part is beside the existing shop. The juxtaposed gallery informs new community events, the selling of snacks under an upper stair space. Meet this handcraft or sugar-making room in the end of the gallery or view it within the exhibition room. Enclosed buildings are opened by historical action line to give more space to the public. The history path leads people into the civic atrium through historical action line. It's a small plaza to attract children's game during daytime in front of a closest shop and civic exhibition hall. When we walk through the small plaza to approach the building, the atrium welcomes light into the building and gives a strong connection between private and public spaces. The building is a container for the city performances and actions. Half-height walls give views on what's happening in the lobby and capture existing building roof nearby the red gate. Theater of city performance. Standing at another part of the building, the exhibition space beside the atrium as part of indoor civic space to watch city activities outside. The container also gives a sense of how existing buildings connect with historical and city actions. Going through the community lane on the north side, you will see the byway at 3:30 in the afternoon time from the west entrance. Objects of action gives a new vision for local people and visitors to interact with local restaurants. The cube from the riverside not only gives a new way for adults, but also for the game, which is prepared beside the restaurant takeaway window. Actions inside the contemporary city byway gather events. Rather than finding a small corner to stop baby carriages, small actions give a new chance for continuous space by making interact with rooms on both sides on the byway. The power of miniature, a miniature version of the city circulation route, connect three different types of nature inside, events on the ground, roof garden cafe, and activities that happens in front of them. Typical actions in the city curate what people see in the building as a point of attraction. Take a seat at the roof cafe. You may hear Chinese opera in the building opposite you. That is how modern life could take part of its traditional cultural environments. When existing conditions meet with new actions, time is telling a story of mixing what has happened and what will happen. Activities of everyday life become part of oral history in the site as an urban diary. When children meet across the riverside, the game box gives them a new clue for their game. Here, from the kid's side, as a way looking out of the daydream, actions of juxtaposition inform each other. Children looking through the hole, the gate, the room door, in the end they see every action including old and new, telling them the answer. Follow the way of children's exploration. Objects give more open space for public and for common use. The playground uses the reflecting wall to inform things that are happening opposite them. We see actors shows in the small gallery window on the right-hand side when we walk through the place to sit and chat from the riverside. It's telling us the story of this byway even if you don't want to walk into it. Objects collected in the whole project give us a chance to look at the whole site in a new way rather than only to walk. The river point is where the typical back street comes from. Place for movie experience, where we are standing is promoting a historical action line, leading to a small theater to promote history, sometimes a prayer room to give a special experience at a different time. The gallery gives us a montage view of experiences similar with some movie techniques in three different scenarios. When people are standing there, they understand the traditional scene by seeing the local community. And adults are playing chess in the kiosk while looking after their kids. And meanwhile, they will walk into the small theater that looks like a red showcase, displaying historical building and street view on the riverside.